Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Something a little different, but I got so many questions about, because I post Instagram stuff in here, and people are like, what do you got? What's the upgrades? So when we moved to a new house, I wanted to upgrade the garage gym as well. I had a great garage gym at the old house, but it was time to level up. That thing had not been really updated or changed in 5 years, maybe even longer. So when I came here, I had a very specific design, very specific use case of all the things that my family wanted to do with recovery, training, jiu-jitsu. So I wanted to figure out how to make this space be able to cover all of it. And that's what I want to show you guys. So the first thing was I had to bring my plunge over here. This is the regular plunge. If you're 6 foot or above, just go XL. So now we're gonna be upgrading to the all-in-one big one that's just built in. So it doesn't have a chiller outside connected, it's just connected on the inside. So we've got that I run I do this every single morning. That's the plunge. Just a staple for recovery and just feeling good, especially as much as we train. It's just helped with my mood. It's helped with my recovery. It has helped with really, let's just be real, doing some hard shit. Nobody wants to get in freezing cold water every morning at 5 a.m., but we do it because it's good. And then I went with I had the old infrared sauna. The infrared sauna, for me, everything is about time. It felt good, but man, it took so long to warm up, and then you had to sit in there for so long to get a good sweat. So when Ryan and team came out with the Plunge sauna, I looked at all of them and I just liked this setup. The barrel saunas are great, but I like the tiered bench style with a little bit more room, and they sold me. Plus this baby goes at 230 degrees. And if you ever sat in a 230 degree sauna, it's a fight. So I had to go with this one. So we didn't go with the XL because I wanted to put it in the garage just because of North Carolina weather, humidity, and the rain and everything. I did not want to put my plunge or the sauna outside. Plus it's convenient to kind of, in the winter to go back and forth in between the two, and then training, etc. So do this for 15, 20 minutes. 15 minutes what you're supposed to do, especially at that heat, but I always try to push it to 20. That last 5 minutes is a fight though. What's the temp at?
215.
215? Moving on to the gym portion. I still wanted to have access to all of my lifting equipment, and a majority of the stuff that I have at our private gym at the Agoge down the road by the offices. It's just convenient with kids and animals and everything, that sometimes in the morning or sometimes on the weekends we train here instead, if it's got everything. But I wanted to have as many options that I could, and the regular Rogue, Sornex, etc. The stuff is great. It's phenomenal equipment, but it's just a little bit big, and I wanted something compact. And ironically enough, I was looking at PRX, and then I was jumping on the plane and I sat down, and there was a guy next to me wearing a PRX shirt. I said, hey, you work for PRX, what do you do? He's like, I'm the CEO, Brian. So I got to rapping with him, and next thing you know, I pulled the trigger and bought one of the biggest family elite packages here. So this is a great rig. So if I want more room, I can literally just pick this rig up and shove it to the wall, and it stays against the wall. The plates are all flush mounted on the wall as well. And then all of my attachments, my things for my kettlebells, slam balls, my wedges for squats, dip bar, trap bar there. And then I even have a little bench that I can set up for rows or lat pull downs, whatever, that just attaches right here as well. So everything is kind of plug and play and very compact. I also have the top and bottom pulley systems so that I can do rows, lat pull downs, cable crossovers, and all it does is you just put a kettlebell plate, these are made for plates, slide a plate in there, you hook the cable, and you go after it. It's not it's not a plate stack system. It's not quite the same, but it gets the job done, and you can stack, you know, plenty of weight on it and kind of go from there. I did not go with the bench that PRX has that literally is attached to the wall and folds up and folds down. The reason for that is I wanted an adjustable bench so that if I want to do something external, if the wife and I are working out, if you know Dimitri's in here working out, we had some extra floor space, which kind of brings me to, I guess, the mat system. So what we did here is I got the Dahlinger rollouts, which I already had a 10 by 10 Dahlinger rollout system. So I went to Fuji, got some wall mats and then the border, and we wanted to be able to have some place to train, to drill. Even my son wants to come out here and grapple all the time. And then we've got the dummy as well if we need to work on certain things. But what's great about this is I can roll these mats up, move the bike out, move the bench over here, and then when we're all working out in here, there's still plenty of room, but it's versatile, so I can roll the mats back out and we can get the training here as well. So for the dumbbells, I went with the power blocks just because having, obviously, you know, a set of up to 100 pounds of dumbbells in here is not ideal. So I went with the power blocks. These are going up to 90. So I got the, I guess you call it the elite version, where you have the extra, I think it goes up to, I think it's an extra 20 pounds. And then PRX also has preacher pad. So if you want to do a preacher curl, you can jump on this, you can sit on the bench, put this on your lap, and next thing you know, you've got a preacher curl pad. We've got the weighted vest here, Raptor weighted vest, and then some recovery equipment. And then of course, can't have a gym without the old assault bike, rogue bike. We've got 2 assault bikes at the gym, and then I wanted to try the rogue bike. Honestly, I like this one better. It's a lot smoother. Seems to be a little bit higher quality. I think it was slightly more expensive. And then we have the Torque. This is the Torque Tank M4. It's got some variable speeds on here, retention, that you just go on both sides. And we'll push this up and down the street or around the neighborhood. It also comes with a rope and then pulley systems. So you guys see that, guys that follow me on Instagram see me pulling this thing or dragging it or pushing it or whatever. But I wanted something that I could go for a long distance, not have to stack load, to adjust quickly, and then me and the family can all play with it together. And speaking of, one of the reasons why I bought this gym is PRX actually had a bunch of youth lifting equipment. So I got my son his own bar, I got him his own slam balls, his own kettlebells. So he's got his own gym set up. He's got his own little dumbbells over there, and he just absolutely loves coming in here and thrashing down with all of us, getting sweaty and flexing his muscles. And he's only 3, so train him right. And then for music, I got the Sonos, I think it's the 500, and this thing will absolutely shake the walls when you're training. But that is the home gym setup, guys. I'm very pleased with it. I got a little bit of turf on this side. I just like having a little bit of turf in the gym so that if I want to do mobility, if I want to just roll around on the thing, it just feels good to have some turf. Plus I got it right there in front of the Plunge and the sauna. And the rest is just, the whole gym is rubber floored. We put the turf on top of that and then the mats on top of that. So I think it came together very, very good. What am I missing? I'd like to know what you think, and if you got any suggestions for me. Other than that, guys, never quit, never surrender, always forward. We'll see you back in the studio. The real cool part of the video